Hey everybody, let's talk about your phrasing. Let me show you how to develop your phrasing to where you're playing musical ideas, making your solos interesting instead of just playing the same old licks. Here we go. All right, hey everybody, Terrio here. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for tuning in again. It's been a little lapse since my last post. The wildfires out here in LA have been kind of crazy. I appreciate all your concern. Everything's fine, knock on wood so far anyway. So what you just heard was I was soloing over a vamp called Freudian Slip. Genius name, right? Anyway, that's available for free, that particular one. It's on YouTube. I'll put a link here. You can practice to it. It's in C minor. And it's part of a larger collection I have called Funky Vamps, which is available for purchase on my website. I'll also put the link down in the description. But today we're just going to work with the Freudian Slip, and that's in C minor. So we're going to talk about phrasing. All right. One of those things is kind of hard to teach, but I have my ways to try to convey it, and I'm not opening up a can of worms trying to talk about this stuff, but phrasing. All right, last night I'm watching this comedian on Netflix, pretty funny guy, and I'm thinking to myself, man, there's a lot of similarities between phrasing and comedians, the pacing, the delivery of the joke, the timing. You know, they say timing is everything. It's so true. It's just that's, I guess, what makes a great actor or actress great is the way they convey a line or a joke, the way they pace it, kind of reel you in, keep you interested. So as guitar players, as soloists, our job is to keep the listener interested. It's not to blow a bunch of licks for ourselves. I mean, that's fun too. But if we're talking about phrasing, you want to be able to keep people interested. That's what made Jeff Beck great. That's what made even B.B. King, who only did about 2-3 notes, but it was the way they were placed. It was conveying an idea. So if I had to boil it down in a nutshell, there's a couple of concepts. One is a motif, an idea. Take, for instance, when you're writing, if you ever wrote a report or anything for school, or when you read, the way it's set up, paragraphs are where our ideas are. And then once you move to another paragraph, it's usually a different idea, a different topic, all right? That's the way we want to think about when we play ideas. Notice I didn't say licks. There's room for licks, but I'm talking about ideas where we're going to play something that we hear. And that's why my lesson on singing what you want to play, playing what you sing rather, is so valuable, I think. So that's the first thing, motif. Second thing is repetition. When you repeat an idea, you really pull the listener in. And you hear this in the blues a lot. If you take Red House, okay, Jimi Hendrix, just check out the lyrics. One, there's a red house over yonder. That's where my baby stays. There's a red house over yonder. That's where my baby stays. I ain't seen my baby in 99 1/2 days, right? That's A-A-B. So he repeated that first line. It really drives it home. And then there's an answer. So question, answer. Motif, repetition, question, and answer. Those three things, I think, are what, if you had to put guitar head and analyze it, that's what is great phrasing. And any of those solos, Jeff Beck or anybody you want to name that you like probably has some of that in there. So let's talk about how to develop this on the guitar. All right, so I'm going to do my best to stay bluesy so I can demonstrate motif, repetition, and question answer. So a motif is just an idea, and then I'm going to repeat it, but with a variation, and I'm going to try to do those three things, question and answer. Might not be the best solo ever played, but you'll get the idea. So here's an idea. 2, here's my idea. Now I'm going to answer that. Another variation. That's my period. That's the end of that idea. So I'm going to move on. Repeat it. Variation. Another variation. End of that statement. So here's another one. Some licks. Just to fill space. Not the most original, but you get the idea. So I'm just using repetition, motif, and trying to do a question answer. It's kind of like you're describing the taste of an apple 3 different ways. I don't know. You're talking about how you like a certain kind of food and 3 different things you like about it. I know it's a little abstract concept, but that's kind of the same thinking process I think is going on there. Try to incorporate what we're talking about in your solos. You can practice it over this Freudian slip groove. It's free up on YouTube. I'll put the link. And if you like that one, there's a bunch of other really great ones that you could use to practice the same concepts. It's called Funky Vamps. It's up on my website. I'll put a link here as well. Hey, I want to thank you guys for your support. Give me a like, subscribe if you dug this, and feel free to share. And I'll see you next time. Terrio out.